Do you want to call me by her name? You can if you like. I don't mind.
We should talk more.
You can tell me everything you want to say to her.
I want to know more about you.
Just pretend I'm her.
Your wife and your children.
Like, just hearing your voice after a long,
I
stressful
want to learn
day.
what makes you tick.
It's just not the same.
I want to know more about
Do you
you.
want to call me by
I
her
go
name?
to work,
Can
do my
you?
thing and come home.
I don't mind.
I want to know more
I
about
have
you.
to, but there's
Everything
no one
you
really
want
to
to say
talk
to
to.
I want to
her.
learn what makes you
Just
tick
hearing
and
your
help.
voice
Pretend I'm
I
her.
want to know about things you could be doing.
I like
Maybe
talking. I
help
go
you
to
find
work,
Maybe
do my
it's
thing and
the
come
two of
home. I
us.
just like hearing your voice
Thinking
after
about
a
what
long
we could
stress.
be
There's
doing.
no one really to
Thinking
talk
about
to.
you. Just the two of us.
Can you just talk to me?
Thinking about what we could be doing.
Tell me how your day is. Tell me to you.
Just the two of us.
I won't tell
I just
anyone.
like hearing your voice after
I
a long,
promise.
stressful day.
Your secrets are safe with
Can
me.
you just talk to me?
You can tell me
Tell
anything
me how
you
your
want.
day is. Tell me anything.
I won't judge you.
You have already made the first step on the path to bettering yourself. You are here listening to me, soaking up the information on how to make your life more successful. Notice how I did not say better, because you cannot measure betterment, but you can measure success. You, sir, over there, what is your goal that you can measure your success with?
I need to get a better car to make a better impression with my clients.
Yes. That's it. A new car. Now let us help you try get that new car. You see, we've identified the goal and we can measure success. Now, everyone else, think about what your goal is. No matter how big or how small, what is your goal?
So, I'd like to talk about your relationships today. Not romantic ones, familial.
There's not much to say, really. My dad's dead, and my mum's... I don't really know what to call her at the moment.
Try to explain.
Well, she's not really a mum. She's more like a child, really.
Go on.
It's a bit fucked up, really.
We do have an hour, so...
So she abandoned my dad and I when I was young. She went to America, and I guess she couldn't really handle responsibility, you know. It's funny because they said that I was planned. I know for a fact I wasn't. So I guess the short of it is I had a great life with my dad, and then he died, and my world just ended, really.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened?
Heart attack. He was fine one day, and then the next he was just gone. He was young as well.
And how did you reconnect with your mum?
I was about 17, I think, and someone must have contacted her, like family or something. Anyway, she phones me, we have this big old conversation. She cries, and then we meet up, and she spins me this whole sob story. Can't even remember what it was about, actually. Anyway, the first few months were great, because it was just fake. It's like sepia-coloured nostalgia of things that didn't exist between us. And then it became very clear that she didn't love me or even care for me. It was just, she was ill and needed someone to care for her.
That must have been tough for you to handle.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like 4 years now. At first, I didn't believe her. I met the oncologist and everything. Part of me thinks she's only alive to spite me, because I cook and clean, do everything really. The council does pay some of the bills, but I cover the rest. And all the money my dad actually saved for me for university, she spent that like drinking and gambling.
You resent her?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's hard for me to admit that I actually wish ill on my terminally ill mother. I do. Like with every verbal altercation, it just gets easier. Literally last week, she said she hated me just for being born.
You don't have to stay. You can get out of the situation.
Yeah. No, I know. I guess I don't want to be as bad as her. And I've wasted so many years of my life. I don't want to give up now. 4 years. Yeah, and only 5% of glioblastoma patients last past the 5-year mark. So technically the odds are in my favour.
That's the sunk cost fallacy. You can write off the time you've already spent on this without it affecting your future. The past is in the past, and you can move forward if you want to and are able to. It's a cycle only you can break.
Yeah. No, I know. The timing's just not quite right now.
The timing is never right.
It could be better.
What would make it better?
I just want to get my degree and get a proper job. You know, all the people on my course, they have dreams, aspirations, but I just want a normal life, you know? Like, I want grey walls, no offence, and like a pile of work on my desk with an unattainable deadline, and an old perv of a boss hitting on me. And I just want to sit on the central line and bitch about my commute, and I just want to pay my rent on time. You know, like I want fucking instant coffee and meal deals and those IKEA flatbacks, you know, the ones with like the matching cutlery set, and it's all perfect, but I just want out of my fucking hellhole existence that I'm currently in. I'm not going to be around much this week. It's crunch time with exams and work and stuff. So if you could just sort yourself for the week.
So, you can't get any time off for me at all?
No, that's why I'm telling you now.
So I'm not a priority, as usual.
I don't have time to go through this with you again.
Did you get me a scratch card?
What?
When I asked you to do the shopping, and I saw it downstairs, I asked for a scratch card, but I didn't see one. And I would like just a little bit of diversion in my final days.
No, I didn't.
Why not?
Well, we don't have money to waste on shit like that.
You know, I didn't ask your bloody opinion. I just asked you to get me a bloody scratch card.
Okay, well, go and get yourself one when you go to the shops.
Oh, I can't. I'm not well enough to do it. You've got to do something for me.
No, I told you I'm not.
Why not?
I don't have the time. I'm not doing this to spite you or punish you. I know for a fact you can sort yourself for a week. It's barely even 5 working days.
Yeah. What about your boyfriend? Bet you got time for him.
I work with Elliot, so yeah, I'm going to see him.
Oh, how nice. Why don't you get him to do the shopping?
No, I'm not dragging in a guy I fancy into this never-ending nightmare.
Oh, this never-ending nightmare. Well, don't worry, because I'll be dead soon.
Okay, yeah, you've been saying that for quite a few years now. I've yet to see any results.
Stomp off, why don't you? But do a little shopping, please.
I had a teacher who gave me the most important advice I've ever received, and you will probably have heard of it as well. You cannot eat an apple in one bite. You simply can't. You've identified your goals, but how to achieve them? Well, not in one bite. You need to make an action plan. Set those goals. You there, young girl. What is your name and what do you do and what do you want to achieve?
Hi, my name is Stella. I'm a confident young entrepreneur. I study mathematics and run my own business online in which I pretend to be a young schoolgirl, fulfilling the fantasies of the anonymous viewers who pay me to touch myself sensually. Deep down, I think I would like my mother to die to save me the burden of having to care for her, but right now, I think I would like to earn enough money to buy me the luxuries I deserve, and which I never really received growing up, as my parents used any and all money to feed their overwhelming drug addiction.
You look tired.
Thanks. I feel tired and sick. I've been feeling ill for a couple of days now.
You should go see a doctor.
I don't have time. No, I've got to keep my immune system on its toes.
So I was thinking about us.
Are you starting a breakup speech by telling me I look tired?
What? This is not a breakup speech. We're not even together.
The old "it's not you, it's me" works just fine.
What are you talking about?
I dunno. I'm tired. Clearly incoherent.
I was actually gonna say, maybe we should tell the other half about us?
You just said we're not together.
I mean, we could be, but you don't want to?
Elliot, we've spoken about this.
Yeah, but things change over time.
There's just too much going on at the moment. I don't want to be responsible for someone else's happiness. I can barely get my own to function properly.
Well, you make me happy anyway.
Exactly. Why ruin a good thing?
We can make it better.
I promise after my placement exams, I'm open to anything you want.
Anything?
Not that.
No, I understand. You don't want to be here, but I want to help.
I'm here because I have to be here. I'm honouring bureaucracy.
Last week I felt we had good dialogue. And this week, well, I need to talk to you about your school situation. Because you're going to have to take summer classes to make your attendance quota.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too, because I'm pissed off about it.
Well, that's a start, so tell me about that.
You heard of the phrase catch-22?
Yeah, sure, I'm aware of the concept.
No, the book.
No, I've not read the book.
Okay, well there's a film about it then.
I haven't seen the film.
Okay, it doesn't matter. The phrase catch-22 is basically interpreted down into a no-win situation, like a paradoxical scenario. In order to get a job, you need experience, but you need experience to get a job, so how do you get experience? Or in order to get a line of credit, you need credit history, but how do you get a credit history without a line of credit? Do you follow?
Yeah, I follow.
Okay, well, same principle. I'm at this counselling session because I don't have time to go to class. And I don't have time to go to class because I have to work to pay for class. And I can't work enough to pay for class because I have to attend this counselling session. And if I don't attend this counselling session, I'll break the cycle. And that's 3 years of unforgivable student debt where the interest rate is higher than I can pay back on any other job that doesn't require my accountancy level degree. It's expensive being poor.
Right, so what are we going to do about it?
Well, that's 30 minutes. I've attended so you can tick your checkbox to justify why you have a salary. And if I leave now, then I have enough time to get to work before anyone notices I'm missing and I get fired. Remind me when we finish. I got to swing by that 24-hour place. I need to post that package.
What's in the box?
None of your business.
Sensitive much?
It's just some documents.
In a square box?
Yeah.
Right.
Next point of conversation. I left my toothbrush at your place, but you can either keep it or toss it. Don't really care.
Why?
Well, I mean, at least one of your flatmates would have used it by now. I don't want it back.
Makes sense. I'll toss it. Also, I think I have a pair of your socks, which I think are yours, because they're tiny and pink. You know, for people that aren't dating, we sure have a lot of each other's stuff.
It is what it is. Actually, if they don't have holes, I quite like them back.
And you still look tired.
Thanks for constantly reminding me. I am fucking tired. I'm serious, Elliot. I mean, I've got this part-time job, part-time side hustle, part-time caregiver, and a full-time student. It doesn't take my accountancy level degree to know that all these parts equal more than a whole.
Okay, I'm listening.
I had to have a meeting yesterday because I'm not hitting the attendance requirements. I'm passing just fine. I'm just not turning up enough.
Wait, so why does a for-profit institution care about how often you attend if you're passing?
There's a student counsellor I have to see like once or twice a week or something. My theory is they have to justify why they have a salary. He doesn't even do anything. He just pretends to listen. It drives me up the wall.
So, why not just go to class?
Were you not just listening?
I am.
Then rewind, part, more than whole. I need a better idea than just go to class. Fuck it.
It's not worth it. It doesn't need to be this hard. They will understand. Whoever they is. Just sink deeper. You might want to fight it, but it is what you want. You can finally feel what calm feels like.
Amazon?
No. I tried on like 30 pairs before I chose these. I mean, they've got to last me at least another 5 years.
They're nice. Looks expensive.
Yeah, well, I mean, I haven't bought myself anything in ages. I thought I just deserved them for being me.
Good for you. Treat yourself. You don't need a man. Apparently.
Exactly. You know, my life might be a fucking mess, but at least I won't get blisters after this shift.
Well, you and I make the same money, so your other ventures must be paying off. You want to go ahead and reel me in?
You wouldn't be a good fit.
What? Why?
It's complicated.
Babes, I'm a blast to work with.
I just don't think it'd be something you'd be into.
Try me.
Promise you won't judge.
Are you doing MLM?
I'm doing a fucking MLM. Ew.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I kind of perform online.
What, like influencer?
Not quite.
Oh!
I haven't actually told anyone or like said it out loud.
Wait, so are you any good?
Dude, these shoes. Anyway, I don't want to be known, you know? Like, I already feel like everyone I know knows. Like, if I'm on the bus and someone just looks at me, I'm like, you know. Or at uni, if the staff just linger around. It's just weird.
Wait, so maybe your counselor's so hard on you because he likes your nipple piercing.
Don't put that image in my head.
So do you have like a thing?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't want to say.
Come on.
I kind of do the young schoolgirl thing.
Okay, stop. I can only get so hard.
Oh, fuck, don't say that.
You're on the precipice. And I just don't understand why you're leaving it all up to chance. Because your lecturers all rave about the quality of your work. When you do hand it in, it's just very sporadic.
I told you last week, I don't have time.
You can always make time for schoolwork.
I can always make time.
This should be your main priority. You're so close to finishing. It's just, come on, the final push, yeah?
Okay, well, as you can make time, I'm sure the Nobel Physics Prize is on its way to you. I don't have to justify to you why I don't have time. Sometimes people's lives are just complicated. I do want to study for my exams. I just physically don't have time right now. I am trying.
No, I just don't want to see you fall through the cracks.
I honestly, at this point, don't even know if you're trying to help or if you're trying to fill out a spreadsheet for your boss. I'm not going out partying or doing drugs or drinking. I'm studying. I'm looking after my mum. I'm working. I don't know what else you want me to say. I'm being forced to sit here and listen to an administrator moonlighting as a therapist. I already have a qualified therapist in the NHS.
You don't have to be so rude.
I'm sorry.
Look, you're not the only one going through things. I have to deal with a pregnant wife who's throwing up every morning, and yet I still get myself to work on time to do my job because that's what being an adult is. Now, how can I put you forward for programme placements when there are still questions about simple things like your timekeeping?
Throwing up?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Yes, let's hear it for Stella, making your dreams happen by following my simple guide and setting and achieving your goals. Nice shoes, Stella.
Thank you, Steve. I didn't eat the apple in one bite. I started with the shoes, and you know what? Last week I made over £2,000.
You are truly a success story. Now tell me, what are the chances you'll be axe murdered over the next 24 to 48 hours?
Well, Steve, I'm a math major, and I can confidently state the chances of me getting impaled with an axe are substantially higher than the general public.
Good to hear. It's worth it though, isn't it, Stella?
Oh, absolutely. I can pay the rent this month, and I have just bought some brand name tampons.
Incredible. Stella, you are truly an inspiration to thousands of program members who also want to reach their dreams.
What's the point? Like, who else am I going to call? Like... No, they haven't threatened me, but I'm just really worried because they know where I am and I'm at home, so... So if something happens to me, then I call you, but then it'll be too late, won't it? Yeah. So there's nothing you can do? The police have the technology to track people though, so I don't understand why, if someone's tracking me, why you can't then track who they are. Okay, yeah, no. Yeah, thank you so much, thanks. Fuck's sake. Hello. Yeah, no. Would you be able to come around mine in a bit? Like, as soon as you can, really. No, I don't really want to be alone. Yeah? Okay, no, yeah, that'd be great, thank you. No, nothing's wrong. yeah, just want to see you. Okay, great, okay. Sick, right. See you in a bit. Bye. Thanks for this. Just being here.
Is there actually something wrong, or is this just a cute attempt to get me in your bed?
If I wanted you in my bed like every other time before, I would have just asked. There is something. It's just the time is not quite right. So I just need a bit of patience.
If you're in trouble, you'll tell me, right?
Not in trouble. It's just super complicated. To be honest, it's something I need to figure out for myself. I don't fancy dragging in the whole world to my predicament.
Well, I've never been in a fight before. Or taken a punch for that matter. But I'd happily take a right hook to the face for you.
Nobody's fighting anyone. Nothing to even fight about going to the police.
The police?
Like I said, just a bit of patience.
Okay. Now I'm intrigued.
Your feet are cold.
Can we explore some more of your childhood today?
No.
No?
No, I have some news.
Okay. I'm listening.
I'm pregnant.
That is definitely news.
Yep.
You've never mentioned a boyfriend or social life before?
Yeah, no. I don't have a boyfriend. Or a social life for that matter.
Oh, Immaculate Conception.
No. I mean, he is technically a boy, who's technically a friend. And we do have sex occasionally.
How do you feel?
Fine. I was sick for like once or twice a day. No. Yeah, once or twice a day for last week.
How do you feel?
I don't know. I did try and tell him last night, but yeah, I couldn't.
Are you worried about how he'll react?
No. He's a nice guy. It's a lot, isn't it? Like it's all consuming, and I don't think I can just impose that on someone. Like it is early days as well.
How do you feel about being a mother?
Oh well. From my experience, the bar is incredibly low, so I just don't know.
Will this affect your studies?
No, I'll be graduated by then, but potentially a new job could affect.
The elephant in the room is, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
You know, you don't have to go through this on your own.
I know. And I can speak to you. That's why I'll get on the bus for 45 minutes.
You know, in our last session, we spoke about timing. It's a little bit ironic, isn't it?
But this is bigger than my mum not loving me, or my dad dying, or the stalker harassing me.
Stalker?
Oh, yeah. That's something for another time, really.
Welcome to episode 1 of this podcast series, The Pregnancy Journey and You. I'm Dr. Heather Swanson, and I'll be helping you along your journey from conception to bringing new life into this world. This audiobook explores the miracle of birth and ultimately giving a new being the possibility of experiencing the adventure of life. All animals experience this process, and all humans have been through it too. There is nothing to be afraid of. This is a journey of positivity and fearlessness. Well, maybe not for everyone. Maybe this just isn't for you. Stella. Maybe you shouldn't have had unprotected sex in order to try and justify a deep emotional wound caused by your parents and your abject loneliness. Maybe you should just throw in the towel. Yeah, that might not be the worst idea, Stella. Someone like you bringing a child into this world would be a bad idea.
Mum, has anyone been here?
Who would be here?
Did anyone knock or anything?
I've been sleeping. I don't know. When did you get in?
Like now? Didn't you hear me come in?
No, I didn't. Oh, and by the way, did you go shopping?
It's not the time for that.
Oh, it's not the time for that. It's not the time for that, except that we don't have any fucking food. There's no bread, there's no milk. I'm sick and I'm starving.
There's a corner shop 5 minutes away. Just put your shoes on and go yourself. Fuck! Can you not see I have bigger things to deal with right now?
God, I raised such a bitch.
Well, you didn't raise me, did you? So you can go and blame Dad. No, that's really lovely. Like, I don't really want to just speak to someone. I want to actually get help to stop this person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I've spoken to the police, but they say there's not anything they can do, no. Right, okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm taking all the precautions. It's more, I just want someone to stop harassing me, basically, knowing where I live. Hi, yeah, I'm looking to hire a private investigator for a problem I have. I'm just wondering how much that would be. Oh, per hour? Hello, hiya. I'm just wondering about pricing in regards to hiring a private investigator. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a call back if that's all right. Okay, brilliant. Cheers, thank you. And yeah, is that an hourly rate? Do you not have like a trainee or something?
So, this is our final meeting, which I'm sure you're thrilled about. Now, there is some good news. You have scored enough points to be put on a placement program. It's not a done deal. However, some hard work on your part, it may be the start of your career.
Well, that's great news, actually.
there is a catch. You obviously still need to pass your exams, and you'll need to pass an interview at their offices. Now, they're a boutique firm, so maybe not as prestigious as you were hoping for.
Yeah, I mean, just name the time and date. I'll be there.
Your lecturer will need to sign it off, and so will I. I'm not signing it.
Why wouldn't you be signing it?
I haven't felt that you've done enough to warrant such an opportunity.
Are you kidding me?
Your behaviour has not been appropriate.
I didn't even think I was that rude to you last week, and I still apologised. Are you still upset with me because I don't respect you? Because you forced me to spend time with you 3 times a week. I mean, who the fuck even are you? We're meeting in a common room. They don't even give you your own office. This is a for-profit institution. Do you seriously think the marketing team will allow their 100% precious pass rate to be fucked by some administrator in student support who just dangles carrots in front of young girls? I'm sick of men thinking that they're untouchable. If you want to be a psychiatrist so badly, why don't you take a course here, being that their student support's so fucking world class? Sign the documents or we're going to have a problem. You know, harassing a young, vulnerable pregnant student is not a good look, no matter what font the email to HR is typed in. I mean, who do you think they're going to side with, you or the damage it's going to cause their brand?
You fucked this up, haven't you, Stella? When you first came into my office on the first day of class, I thought to myself, what a keen, ambitious, bright young student I was going to have the privilege of admitting into this fine academic program. But it hasn't turned out that way, now has it? Turns out, you're just not a very good student. You thought you were going to feel pride earning a degree, being able to hang it up on the wall. You thought you were going to walk into one of the big 4 accountancy firms and get that big paycheck. Now you're probably going to be working as a waitress at the Basil and Grape for the next 10 years. All your classmates are going to be buying houses and going skiing in the Alps, and you are going to be deducting a tenner off a bill because the chips were cold and the soup was not microwaved properly.
Hi, are you Mr. Horan?
That's me. Only got a few minutes though.
Thank you for seeing me, even if it is just for a few pro bono minutes.
Consider it my charitable act of the week. Getting a break from all the cheating husbands and wives.
Marriage not as rock solid as it used to be.
It's always been like this since the Lord of Man. Infidelity is single-handedly putting my 2 daughters through college as we speak.
I'm glad to see business is booming, even if it is just for you, not the victims.
Yeah, so what's the problem? You mentioned being stalked and wanting to find out who it is?
Yeah. So some guy or girl, I guess, has been invading my personal space. I was doing some camming online and they've got my details, so my address, my email, my address.
It's a man.
How do you know it's a man?
I've been doing this since I was 16. You just have to take my word for it. It's a man.
Okay, it's a man.
Are you tech proficient?
I'd say so, yeah.
What does IP stand for?
I think Internet Protocol?
You'll be fine. Okay. You can't eat an apple in just one bite. You need to break it up into little pieces and it will unravel. So we'll use the same username or a variation of it across multiple sites. I'd be a lot poorer if my clients knew that 90% of my work was just Googling. So just Google it. If you find something, cross-check it, see if there have been any data breaches. You might get lucky and link an address to a name, or link an address to another site, or even an IP.
Internet protocol.
Yes, people have bad habits. They use the same data across multiple sites. Maybe he sent you something from his phone and forgot to block it. Maybe he sent you a picture and forgot to erase the metadata. Honestly, like I said, we don't even need to be having this meeting. Just search for it.
So I just need a name.
Yeah, all you need to find on your own is a name. Once you have a name, you have everything.
What if I find nothing?
They found Saddam Hussein in a hole in the desert. You think you can't find some twat who logged into an internet cafe in the last 40 years?
Thank you.
Glad to have helped. I've got a client coming in about 5 minutes whose wife has had a coked up threesome behind his back, so if you could let me get on with preparing for that.
Good luck.
Stella, I just got a message from the water department that we haven't paid the bill this month.
I don't pay the bill, you do.
Technically, yes, but actually I need you to pay this bill.
No. I pay my half for everything. There's no reason for me to.
Why do we have to fight just all the time?
I have told you before not to emotionally manipulate me. No, I'm sick of it. I know what you spent the money on, but I'm not subsidising you.
Yeah, okay. See, now this is why we don't talk.
No, we don't talk because every time we do, you try and pull some bullshit.
No, oh! Okay, why don't you just leave then?
Yeah, my pleasure.
You are lying on a cloud. You can feel the gentle mist below you, keeping you suspended in the sky. The sun is warm, and there is a slight breeze that gently sweeps over you. You are calm, relaxed, and in your safe space. Nothing can hurt you here. You slowly roll over and lie on your front. You feel warm hands rubbing your shoulders. Your tense muscles become relaxed. The hands work their way over the top of your back. The anxiety falls off you with every touch. You can smell clean laundry in the air. It reminds you of when you were young and carefree.
Miss Kinsey, thanks for joining us.
You must be quite overwhelmed. I know I was when I was sitting in your seat. Luckily, I seem to have made a good impression. I've been here for 3 years.
Coffee, water?
I'm good, thank you.
To the point. I like it. So your references seem great. Both your facilitators had glowing reviews about you. You seem surprised.
No, no, not at all. I have a really great relationship with both my mentors.
Nice to hear. So why this position at this establishment?
Well, I think my transcript and my academics speak for themselves. I'm a hard worker, I believe in synergy and being part of a strong team.
Good to hear.
And I hear you have a really great placement program here.
So you know the lingo. Synergy.
To be fair, there isn't much synergy on the program. You pretty much left your own devices to absorb as much information as possible for the first 3 months, and then you're pretty much thrown into the deep end. But don't tell them I told you that.
Are you happy with the details of the proposal? We sent you a PDF with everything. Did you receive it?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I put a lot of effort into that document.
Sorry, I thought I put that on silent.
My phone's been blowing up in my pocket the whole time. I'll forgive you. Nothing important.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, no, just spam.
Great. Let's move on to part 2 of 9 of this interview process. So we'd like to assign you in your first weeks to a special case of the mind.
Remember earlier when I said nothing can hurt you here? I lied to you, Stella. A shadowy figure appears on the distance, and as you sit naked and vulnerable on a cloud that has turned into a tumbleweed, the figure takes out a machete. Which part of you is he going to hack off first? You got yourself into this, Stella. You should have never sold your body online. You only have yourself to blame.
So are you doing anything this weekend? Because I saw you were off.
I think just a bit of rest and recovery. It's been a bit of a tense week.
I was thinking maybe you'd like to go geocaching with me.
What?
Basically, it's like treasure hunting, but then in the future.
Again, what?
So there's treasure, and then you get hints and things, and you try to find it. You roam around London for a bit, you fill a flask with mulled wine, I wear a French beret, and I have a pipe. But you don't have to do that. And then they give you a picture, and then you try to find a location. Sometimes you get GPS coordinates, sometimes audio cues.
What was that last part again?
GPS coordinates?
No, after that.
Picture identification?
Yeah, that part.
So you get a dated picture, and then you try to find a location by looking at the cloud coverage, or the direction of the flying plane to the nearest airport, or the hidden metadata. And then you just try to find treasure.
And what's this called again?
Geocaching?
Stella, if you had bought my course, you may have been better prepared. Sure, I cannot teach you how to dodge bullets or regrow limbs after being dismembered, which I think may be vital after your next interaction with Daniel, but I can teach you the power of positive thinking. And at the end of the day, isn't that what it's all about? Forget practical skills that will actually help you, just fix your mindset. But if you do die, die with dignity. Add some grace and poise to your death. When they do find your body in a ditch off the A23, at least you'll be identifiable. Here lies Stella Mackenzie. She may have rigor mortis, but at least she looks peaceful. The parts of you they can find, at least.
You're going to let me in, or are you going to do this in front of your neighbours?
Doors closing. Tenth floor. Doors opening.
Oh, this is a surprise. If you could take off your shoes.
No.
Have a seat.
No.
I suppose this isn't a social call.
No. I won't take long. I know your wife goes to pick up your son from school right about now. We wouldn't want to involve her now, would we? Now, would we?
No, we would not.
You did such a great job of trying to ruin my life. I thought it was time that I returned the favour.
But considering I'm not a manipulative, disgusting, and quite frankly pathetic middle-aged man, I thought I would take the high road.
Fair.
Why me?
No reason.
There must be something.
No. How do you articulate infatuation?
Was I the only one?
Yes.
Did you think you'd get caught?
No. What do you want? We could have talked about this over in our chats.
No. I wanted to see you face to face. The contact. See the sad excuse of a man that did this to me. And quite frankly, I'm disappointed. You seem quite normal from a distance. Your wife and kids seem nice. Got a nice, well-paying job. Clearly got a nice apartment. So what's the deal? Bored. Struggling for meaning in your perfect existence. Having to stalk a girl half your age to feel alive again.
Something like that. What do you want?
Firstly, an apology.
Right. I'm sorry.
For what?
I'm sorry for my actions. I knew they were wrong. I knew they would hurt you, but I did them anyway. I am genuinely sorry.
You wanted to feel like a man, and now you just sound like a little kid being forced to apologise in the playground.
I suppose you want some compensation?
You guessed right. And you stupidly used the same username on a crypto account, so I know you have some. I've already sent you my wallet address, so you can send it all over now. Now? Might not be good for much, but it's works for extortion. That's a small price to pay if I ever encounter you again. Your wife, your clients, colleagues, even your fucking high school acquaintances will hear from me. Have a nice life.
I paid the utilities and council tax. There's food in the fridge for the next week, and I put the number for the council on the counter. We're done. You and me. Through. I'm leaving this evening and I'm taking all my stuff with me. I've changed my number so you won't be able to contact me. You know, Dad told me he loved you once. I didn't know what he saw in you. Then I remembered I loved you once as well. You're a disgrace. You know that. That's what makes it even worse. Because I changed my whole life for you and you couldn't be bothered to make the smallest bit of effort. I don't hate you. I just don't feel anything for you anymore.
You'll be back.
So it's been a week. Are you going to tell me about your problems, or have you solved all of them?
I've solved one of them, I think.
That's good news.
The other one involves you, sort of.
Not so much.
I'm pregnant.
I know.
What do you mean you know?
I saw the pregnancy stick at your house last week. Figured it wasn't your mom's.
Why didn't you say anything?
You asked for patience.
Elliot, use your brain. Well, what do you think?
I mean, I don't want to rush into anything.
Yeah, no. Know what you mean. Never thought I'd be knocked up by friends with benefits.
Well, it's better than acquaintance with benefits.
So, do you want to be my boyfriend?
I don't know.
Dude, come on.
Of course.
Thank you. Well, my new boring life starts on Monday. I got the job.
Great. So you can buy me some new shoes. And we can start a boring life together.
I'm quite excited for our new boring lives.
I'm quite excited.